Bryce with the OH Report, and we are coming to you live from Centerburg High School for the FreddyBurg and the de facto KMAC Championship between Centerburg High School and Fredericktown. Fredericktown 15-3, 11-2 in the conference. Centerburg 16-2, 11-2 in the conference. It will all be decided tonight. We're bringing you the Staff Appreciation Awards from the players. And after that, we'll take a quick break and bring you the pregame show.
Thank you to each and every one of you for what you do. We appreciate you. First up is Matt Weed. Mr. Weed was nominated by Kevin Graham and Chesley Farrell. Kevin says Mr. Weed is the only teacher that makes her happy to go to school. Chesley would like to add Mr. Weed creates a very safe environment for students to feel welcome at school. He puts his students before everything else and goes above for his students. He makes school fun and the FFAs something to be proud of. He has created one of the most successful FFA programs in the area. Next is Hannah Fleming. Miss Fleming was nominated by Skylar Parker. Skylar says Miss Fleming always listens to what she has to say and gives her best advice. She's never negative and gives me a lot of support, which makes me feel like I can go to her for anything. Unfortunately, Miss Fleming couldn't make it tonight, but Skylar still wishes to recognize her. Tiara Shepard has two special staff members to recognize, Jennifer Love and Jim Stoyle. She would like to thank Miss Love for always being kind and compassionate. Your caring nature makes a big difference. Thank you. Mr. Stoyle, thank you for your hard work and dedication, for always pushing me to be a better person, and for being someone I can count on. Kayla Larimore would like to recognize Coach Abner. Coach Abner has helped me become the basketball player I am today. He has been there for me when I needed a friend, and I am extremely grateful for him. Next up is Nate Altizer. Mr. Altizer was nominated by Lauren Ellis and Taylor Bryant. Lauren says not only is he a good teacher, but he is so nice and funny. Taylor is so grateful for Mr. Altizer. She says he is always willing to go out of his way to help his students, whether it's giving an extension on homework or letting us sit in his room at lunch. He's always there. Evie Stowe would like to recognize Mandy Gross. Miss Gross is always so nice, a caring teacher, and there's always something funny and interesting conversations in art class. Kara Ross would like to recognize Karen Dennis. Kara says Karen is always so nice and brightens everyone's day. Gabby Winger would like to recognize Christine Lees. Gabby says Miss Lees is always someone I look to as a role model, someone I go to for advice when things are hard, someone I enjoy talking to throughout my days, and is my favorite person to complain to. Thanks for always being there to support me. Lastly, Kenley Farrell would like to recognize Rich Porter. Mr. Porter goes above and beyond for the athletic programs at school. He always asks us about our lives and is so kind towards all the students and parents. He supports the athletes and coaches and doesn't get too annoyed with my family for being the last ones out of the gym, even though he has a long drive home and work all day.
Say hi to you guys before we get kicked out. You know? So
wrapping up the Staff Appreciation Awards. We're going to take a quick break, and then we have the FreddyBurg, the de facto KMAC Girls Championship, right here on the OH Report. Stay with us.
About 10 minutes later, the tones went off. Fire. Everybody.
Hey, Coach B.
Hey, Travis, what's up?
Oh, not much. What's that sound?
Just working on some long overdue improvements here.
Whoa.
Fit for a Hall of Famer. Hi, I'm Joe Baylog. Tune into The Joe Show every Wednesday night here on the OH Report.
At Knox Community Hospital, your primary care physician is more than someone who delivers your test results, more than someone who writes prescriptions, more than someone who listens to your heart. We are your healthcare partner who takes the time to know you, listen to your concerns, and provide you with expert personalized care to make and keep you well. Because to us, you're more than just numbers on a chart. You're a neighbor and a friend. Knox Community Hospital, in the community, for the community.
on me, think it's time to wake 'em up. They been sleeping on me, think it's time to wake 'em up. You've been playing it safe, now it's time to shake it up. Playing it safe, now it's time to shake it up. So it's time to make a change. Yeah, it's time to break the chains. Yeah, it's time to bring the pain. Let them know, tell them we are not the same. I'm the one that got the flames. With my team, as you know, we come to slay. Let them know that we didn't come to play. Nah, we came to win. I'm ready for anything that they can bring. Bring it on, let me do my thing. I'm a giant. sleeping on me, think it's time to wake 'em up. They been sleeping on me, think it's time to wake 'em up. You've been playing it safe, now it's time to shake it up. Playing it safe, now it's time to shake it up. So it's time to make a change. Yeah, it's time to break the chains. Yeah, it's time to bring the pain. Let them know, tell them we are not the same. I'm the one that got the flames. With my team, you know we come to slay. Let them know that we didn't come to play. Nah, we came to win. I'm ready for anything that they can.
Bryce Cutter with the OH Report, and it is time for the BS Media pregame show. We're at Centerburg High School for the FreddyBurg, the de facto KMAC Girls Championship right here tonight. I've got Tim Maceyko in the booth with me on color commentary. Tim, how you doing?
I'm great. How are you doing tonight?
Doing really well.
Are you
Happy
excited?
to be here.
I'm excited. This is going to be a good one.
And taking a look at our team spotlight on the BS Media Productions pregame show for Fredericktown. They are 15-3 on the season, 11-2 in the conference. Taking a look at some past victories of theirs, Danville, Mount Gilead, and Northmore all picking up decisive wins. This season they have 47.7 points per game as a team, 35.6 against, 28.8 rebounds per game, and 8.8 of them offensive. Taking a look at some of those defensive statistics as well. In the first matchup, picking up the victory against Centerburg, but in a different territory, you know, going deep into enemy territory, it could be a different game.
Yeah, Centerburg's always tough at home, so I think it's a great matchup. I'm excited to be here. I'm excited to call this one. As soon as they said, hey, do you want to get on the color commentary on this? I said, absolutely, I am there. Of course, I coached at Fredericktown for those years and had a great time. Callie Carpenter, as a freshman, started for me, and so it's exciting to see her. But I also played against these Centerburg girls for a few years, and the Callie versus Kayla matchup, that's going to be an exciting one tonight.
And speaking of that very subject, our player spotlight for Fredericktown is indeed Callie Carpenter, the KMAC's #2 scorer, 17.2 points per game on the year, 4.6 rebounds per game, and defensively a stellar 3.2 steals per game. Active hands on both fronts.
Yeah, that's a big thing for her. Defense really propels the offense for her, and if she gets grooving from the perimeter, she can be lights out. Lights out.
Taking a look at the keys to victory for Fredericktown, and they're going to need to shut down the Trojan transition. It's what they love to do. They love to get out and run, looking ahead to people like Tiana Shepard or Kayla Larimore. But Fredericktown, they're going to need to attack the rim and force fouls. They know that Centerburg can be a little over-aggressive at times, trying to get inside and get to the free throw line.
Yeah, if you want to remember the first game, they did a pretty good job of containing that Centerburg transition, and that's going to be key. And I watched Centerburg and Cardington the other night. I had to be at that game, and man, they got rolling, and Cardington had no answers. So we'll see how Centerburg does tonight against this Freddy defense.
Taking a look at our team spotlight for Centerburg. They are 11-2 in the KMAC as well. Some of their past performances against Cardington, they won 48-11, lost to Loudonville 40-37 to make it a little more interesting in the KMAC, and against East Knox they won 62-34. And just take a look at all those KMAC leaders they have available to them: Kayla Larimore, Kinley Farrell, Tiana Shepard, Lauren Ellis, Evie Stowe. I mean, seems like everybody can get hot on this team.
Yeah, you know, we always give a lot of credit to Larimore, and deservedly so. But I also was noticing the Farrell girl was just out hustling everyone last game I saw, and just her defense was phenomenal, and it was kind of propelling Centerburg to another level. So if she stays on fire like that defensively, it's just going to help them so much tonight.
We've seen her a few times already in the season. Farrell definitely tough on the defensive front, very hard-nosed defender. Taking a look at our player spotlight, and we've just got to highlight that matchup tonight. Kayla Larimore getting the nod, 21.3 points per game on the year, 6 rebounds, 57% from the floor. She's KMAC's #1 scorer, and I mean, I think everything that could be said about Kayla Larimore has been said, but a phenomenal, exceptional athlete.
Yeah, I have nothing to add because she is just that. She's phenomenal. And not only that, but what I like about Callie and Kayla are these are great kids. These are phenomenal young ladies. I've known them both for a while, and they are personable, they're talented, but they're also caring and giving, and you just love players like that. So we can't say enough great things about Larimore.
Always a great compliment when you can really root for them, because you know, like, deep down they're doing such great things and they want to do great things and they're working so hard for it. Taking a look at our keys to victory for Centerburg, they're going to need to deny the Freddy guards. So deadly. We've talked about her several times, but Callie Carpenter out of that shooting guard position, they're going to need crushing defensive pressure to try to get the ball out of the hands of those star players, forcing turnovers and getting back on transition.
Yeah, the other thing we didn't really mention was that Ella Boughton has that guard. She's got some size to her, and if she gets on going, I've seen her create some major problems for teams, so we'll see how that plays out as well.
So many factors playing in tonight, and you can certainly feel the energy as both sides are filling up rather quickly. We had staff appreciation beforehand, and as we finish out the last 30 seconds of the BS Media Productions pregame show, we'll transition into the national anthem and introductions.
Yeah, you're seeing the visitor side, and the camera looks like, but boy, this home side, I'm looking over, it is packed. It is packed. This is going to be a full gym tonight, looks like. It's going to be a good one.
You love to hear the energy, even on the broadcast. I mean, I think sometimes it can translate when you're listening at home. I mean, sometimes it's just overwhelming.
Yeah.
Played by the Centerburg Pet Brand.
National anthem out of the way, getting ready for introductions. And I mean, we're talking about that energy there. As a coach, I mean, you know that this is a really high stakes game. How do you kind of like manage the expectations of the team, keep them cool coming into what they know is going to be a tough one?
You just want to do what you do, right? You want to keep them focused on the fact, here's what got us here to this point in the season. Here's what we do. Let's just play our game. And you got to play those first couple minutes knowing that energies are through the roof. Your nerves might be there a little bit. So the first couple minutes, you just want to keep it competitive. You hope to get off on a fast start, but also you don't get too worried if you get a little slower start, because it'll even out. And so that's what I've been telling my kids in the huddle right now. Just, you know who we are. You know what we do. Let's just go do it.
And I think with all the emotions involved, it can be sometimes easy to get in the mindset that it's a sprint instead of a marathon. But in fact, it is a marathon. Like you said, if you get off to a slow start, not necessarily the end of the world. You can make adjustments. You can fight back into this one. And I think this one is going to be a competitive one tonight.
Absolutely. And I always say, coming out of halftime, that first part of the third quarter is usually the most crucial part of the game. That middle eight, as they say, the 4 minutes before halftime, the first 4 minutes coming out. I think early on, you just don't want to get down too much. You just want to make it competitive, and you just ride it out.
Getting a look at the introductions for the Centerburg Lady Trojans. They're getting just a dose of the energy from the home crowd tonight as they pack it out.
Yeah, I love this. This atmosphere is phenomenal. And it's a weeknight.
A weeknight, a Wednesday night. Everyone had to work, go to school, and yet we all find ourselves here at Centerburg High School.
You know what I'm really looking forward to seeing is I watched a little bit of the first game on the OH Report. I didn't make it to the gym, but how does Fredericktown handle that 1-3-1 pressure? So for all those years when Carrington won the league, they won it with the 1-3-1. Bill Abner comes here to Centerburg and brings his version of the 1-3-1 and having immense success with it as well. It's a difficult defense to break, and for some reason, especially in girls basketball, they can't always make all those passes that maybe the boys being a little taller, a little stronger can make some of those passes. So that'll be an interesting thing to watch tonight.
And with the tip-off, we are underway here at Centerburg High School.
And Freddies are actually in the 1-3-1 to start.
A little bit of reverse psychology, perhaps. Working it inside, they end up finding Lauren Ellis off the line. Tiana Shepard with the rebound and a tough take to the basket gets us on the board for the first time tonight.
Yeah, that's a good start for them. I mean, that's exactly what I want to see. Hit those boards hard.
Now, Callie Carpenter looking for an outlet. The give and go is poked out. Credit the steal to Evie Stowe.
Yeah, it looked like Callie pulled off that route there, and then Maya thought she was going to keep going, and easy read for the defender there.
So an opportunity to make this a 4-point game as they work it down low. Larimore has some trouble with it. They send it out. It's deflected, so no over and back, but they'll take the defense up high. Bellman guarding closely.
Yeah, this looks more like a 3-2 set or a 1-2-2. I'm not sure exactly if they're trying to flatten that out. It definitely is a different look from what they come out on the first possession.
I think you're right, but that defense seemingly moving really well to the ball.
Yeah, they're flowing. The middle's open, but that's about the only thing I'm seeing right now. They're really moving well side to side and making Centerburg have to really think this through.
Stowe to Larimore with the left hand. She takes it up and no dice on the shot. It's way short.
Yeah, Kennedy did a good job there just staying straight up. She didn't jump. She just used her strength to hold it off and did a really nice job defensively. Nice dump pass there. Maya with the 2.
Great take inside. Maya Bryant, the junior, gets the Freddies on the board, and we're squared away at 2.
And that was a really nice pass by Ella Boughton there, so she gets her first assist, and that's going to be a factor tonight.
Slowing things down quite a bit. Centerburg looking for a good opportunity to score. Along the baseline is Larimore. She dribbles it off of a Freddie, so they'll hold on to possession.
It'll be interesting to see how Coach Abner makes an adjustment, because right now they're not really moving. They're not flashing that middle at all, and Centerburg is unable to penetrate so far. So we'll see what they do to counter this great Freddie defense so far.
Shepard looks for the skip pass to Farrell, but it's poked out of bounds.
See, typically when you hit that short corner like that, you're looking for someone to flash down the middle into the paint there, and no one's flashing. Just kind of, so there's not a lot of action there, and Fredericktown's able to defend that pretty easily so far.
Farrell with a floater to the basket, no good. Credit the rebound to Booten.
Yeah, let's see, Ella will bring the ball up the floor too, so that's a nice change up from making Callie bring it up all the time, and that allows Callie to do stuff like this right here.
But it's rejected at the rim. Tiana Shepard says not down here.
You gotta like that kid. I've been watching her for a few years now, and a great job by Callie in the back door, but a great recovery defensively. Just good basketball.
So that one finds its way out of bounds. Fredericktown will take it out underneath. We've got 5 minutes remaining in the first quarter. Just inside the three-point line, they dish it out to the wing, just trying to find any room to operate at all. Centerburg guarding way up the floor. That one poked out. The steal goes to Ellis, another one.
So it looks like Fredericktown's worked on the fact that Centerburg will tend to come out and overplay a little bit. Look for a lot of backdoor action. Haven't really got it yet, but I've seen them make that move 3 or 4 times already in the early going.
The pass is not really online, but I think the opportunity's certainly presenting themselves.
Yeah, it looked like it was there. Again, like you said, the passes just haven't been there quite yet.
Trying the 3 ball is Farrell, too long. And getting heck from the Fredericktown student section as they make the trip out, and they're packing their side to their respect. You can see them right there in the background.
Yeah, you know, if they can force Centerburg to shoot those kinds of shots, they might have a pretty good chance, but you can't turn around and do that right there.
3rd turnover for Fredericktown already, so the Trojans will take over. Lucky for Fredericktown, Centerburg hasn't really found the bottom of the basket yet.
Yeah, I was talking to Coach Abner the other night when he was over there at the Pirate Place, and he was talking about the Loudonville game. They kind of got cold, and for about 10 minutes, they didn't score a bucket, and he was really worried going into that game. How are we going to respond? Well, they responded really well and shot lights out and did a lot of good things. So hopefully for them, they can continue that, because here in the early going, they are struggling a little bit.
And hacked on her way to the basket. Lauren Ellis will go to the line for the first 2 free throws tonight.
Yeah, I gave Kennedy some credit last time because she walled up, was real strong. That time she kind of cut up in the air and just got that body, and easy call for the official.
Lining up for the first of 2. Ellis is good. A high arc on that free throw.
You know, I see Kit Bellman down here towards the Fredericktown bench, and she's actually a really good defender, and so we'll see if they have to match up man later, if that comes into play.
You certainly can teach defensive skills, but like the toughness, the hard nose of it, that's something that I think isn't necessarily as teachable.
Yeah. I mean, some kids just kind of come out and they have that, and other kids have to work hard at it and just really never quite get there. It's like just this natural thing for some kids more than others. Interesting here, we haven't seen that 1-3-1 out of Centerburg, right? They've been playing man-to-man so far from what I've noticed, so interesting change here.
Taking a bet defensively on their players, and I mean, across the sports, I mean, you love to see it, whether it's football or basketball, and just saying, I'm taking a bet in this situation that my players are going to be better than yours.
Yeah, well, it's interesting because earlier, Bill Abner would not necessarily even want to play much man. It was like almost exclusively 1-3-1. This year, I'm noticing they're working a lot more man. Probably the experience, probably the trust. You know, I've got an experienced group. We can do a couple different things. And so last game I saw them do the same thing. They come out in the man, and then later, I think maybe the second quarter or so, they came to that 1-3-1, and that's what then really started allowing them to pull away because they got the turnovers, led to easy points, and so forth.
So perhaps a little bit of mind games. I mean, going into the practices, you hear so much, the 1-3-1, the 1-3-1, and then suddenly they line up in man. When that comes out, I mean, it could be like the boogeyman to you.
Oh, yeah, you're spending all your time getting ready for that 1-3-1 because you don't have to face it on a normal basis, and it's hard to beat. And so you spend an innate amount of time working on it. So then not to see it early on, you know, maybe they kind of forget what they worked on.
Carpenter, the 3 try is good.
That was a really nice shot, and that's if she gets going from there, it's going to be hard to handle.
Carpenter looking to heat up here at Centerburg High School on enemy territory.
Let's see how Centerburg responds after that 3.
Shepard low. Now Ellis tries a 3 of her own. It's no good. Farrell fighting for the rebound. But Booten fighting back harder as they come up with the defensive rebound. Now Carpenter will take the ball across midcourt.
Yeah, Ella hit the boards pretty hard early on. She got a couple so far.
Skip pass to Bellman. Finds Carpenter. Carpenter falling away, gets the friendly bounce.
It's good footwork right there, right? She posted up, made that nice spin move, and laid that one-hander in, so really well done.
So now facing a 4-point deficit. Excellent display of passing.
That's what I was talking about earlier, right? Where they had the baseline, and that time they had somebody working that middle of the floor, which is an easy rotation for them, and Fredericktown's got to watch that because they were overplaying, and that's exactly how you're going to beat that. If they can continue to do that, it's going to be a major problem for the Freddies. That was really nice.
Great
really
heads-up play, and Shepard jumping, and by the time she actually reached the ground, she had already made the pass.
Yeah, no hesitation. That's the key to that, right? Just attack quickly.
And Booten tries a deep 3. Too hard off the backboard. Carpenter off the side of the backboard. Rebound goes to Stowe.
Yeah, good looks there, just nothing would fall. You know, kind of off shots of that possession. So let's see if they go back to this baseline to the middle. Here it comes again. Left her wide open, though. Easy bucket. Nice pass.
Caught him sleeping, and Shepard, I mean, she's been in there in that position several times already. You'd think that they'd account for it, but that time the defense not in great position.
Yeah, you don't panic early. You don't run and change them because you get beat a couple times, but they are going to have to watch that because that's been 2 really easy looks for them.
Carpenter gets fouled as she takes it up. She'll go to the line for 2. Great peace of mind there. Knew that she had the defender on her right hip, took it up, and I think when she did, she kind of knew regardless she was going to get hacked. So,
yeah, I expected Callie would have a huge game tonight. The question for me is, who else on Fredericktown's going to step up when it matters down the stretch? Because you can't ride one player, right? But they have Maya, and they have Kid, and they have Ella, and Kennedy's been doing good things. So they have some players. It's just a matter of, can somebody else step up as the game progresses?
Carpenter splits the free throws. Inside of 1 minute, and we're separated by 1.
So far, it's everything I expected. It's just a great start, both teams. Yeah, working that baseline, that's going to give them some fits here, I think.
Just looking for a good shot, not necessarily the last shot, I don't think, if they can find a better one in that time. Shepard steps on the baseline out of bounds.
And I would fully expect that Fredericktown would take the last shot now. If you're the coach, you're saying, hey, just let's get one on this. Don't give Centerburg the ball back.
Great job by Algier of utilizing the baseline, forcing the offensive player out of bounds without using the hands. Carpenter, it gets away from her. And the foul will be the 5th for Fredericktown, so that will, or I'm sorry, the 2nd.
Yeah.
So they'll take it out of bounds on the sideline.
Yeah, been a pretty clean game for the most part so far, and it kind of surprised me they didn't run a little more clock there, and so now Centerburg should get this last shot opportunity.
Farrell with 3 seconds takes the shot, and a valiant try from Shepard, but 1/4 of play is in the books, and Fredericktown is leading this one 8-7. Stay with us for second quarter action coming up next.
At Knox Community Hospital, your primary care physician is more than someone who delivers your test results, more than someone who writes prescriptions, more than someone who listens to your heart. We are your healthcare partner who takes the time to know you, listen to your concerns, and provide you with expert personalized care to make and keep you well. Because to us, you're more than just numbers on a chart. You're a neighbor and a friend. Knox Community Hospital, in the community, for the community.
They been sleeping on me, think it's time to wake 'em up. They been sleeping on me, think it's time to wake 'em up. You've been playing it safe, now it's time to shake it up. Playing it safe, now it's time to shake it up. So it's time to make a change. Yeah, it's time to break the chains. Yeah, it's time to bring the pain. Let them know, tell them we are not the same. I'm the one that got the flames. With my team, as you know, we come to slay.
Second quarter action about to get underway here at Centerburg High School. The FreddyBurg and KMAC Girls Championship right here on the OH report. A great pass inside. Farrell already picking up a foul 8 seconds into the second quarter.
Yeah, she's trying to cheat up a little bit, get really aggressive because you get that speed, and she just was about a half step late there.
That'll be Farrell's first foul. The first free throw is good. Maya Bryant's second free throw, no good. Now quick up the floor is Stowe. They make the pass to Shepard now. Too hard off the back iron. Rebound goes to Carpenter with numbers up the floor of their own. And they'll call a foul from behind on the floor.
It's actually not a bad thing for Centerburg because it looked like they had possibly a 3-on-1 scenario there, at least a 3-on-2 as you see it on the replay. But I would expect that Callie probably would have kept that and tried to draw that foul at the bucket, so at least she's not shooting, right? Foul on the floor, set your defense, no harm.
That does give Farrell her second.
Yeah, there's no more for her. That's huge. There's that defense, just active. She's so active with her hands and just her speed. I mean, I can't say enough good things about that kid. I just love watching her play.
They talk about how rebounding is really like a hustle game, and I mean, even active on the rebounding front, chasing her own miss, getting inside, and rebounding against some of the taller players in the KMAC.
Yeah. Well, and there you saw Larimore get the ball in the middle, and then that's a problem. Once she gets the ball in there, she is hard to stop.
Shepard along the baseline makes the pass to Ellis. Ellis tucks it and takes it up, but she'll be fouled and go to the line for 2. So 4 fouls already, 50 seconds into the second quarter.
Yeah, we just saw, kind of a slow rotation there, kind of a late read, and then she tried to recover and just out of position. So an easy call for the official. I love the way, though, both teams are trying to take the ball to the rim. They're attacking. So you're doing a championship level game, right? You attack and you go hard.
Yeah.
I mean, I think both coaches got to be happy so far with their team. They, obviously you want to do better and turn the ball over this, but as a whole, yeah, tight game here. 9-9 now.
All tied up. And I do think you're right, getting the hustle out of the players that you want and staying competitive throughout the entire game. Both teams going back and forth in the first quarter, making the extra pass there to Bryant. And they quickly get the 2 points back.
Yeah, Ella with that assist, playing a really solid game for what she's doing with the rebounding and then the assists, and doing a real good job there, finding the open Maya Bryant along that baseline.
Working it around. Carpenter playing the front of that 3-2 zone. Trying to make a skip pass, and it's an errant one. Bryant gets the steal, but immediately throws it away. Farrell on the floor, and they call a travel.
Yeah, that's a tough one. You can see here as she gets the ball, she does fall, and she does move her feet, so that's a legitimate call, but a lot of hustle by both teams there. Those cross-court passes as coaches, you never want to see those unless it's a set play design, because those are so dangerous, and that's usually what happens right there.
I think there's a fine line trying to make that skip pass to get extra position, but that one just not a smart one. A rejection down low from Shepard, though. Farrell with the steal.
Yeah, once again, those hands. I mean, she's really active and hard to stop.
Stowe, the 3-ball from the corner, too hard. Rebound goes to Larimore.
Yeah, great job by Kayla on the boards there, and then alertly brings it back out. Doesn't try to force anything.
Shepard just manages to get it away from the defense.
That's a heads-up play right there. Just smart basketball. And a lot of times you don't see that because kids just, they don't have that IQ. That's a high-level play right there. A simple poke.
Out of the hands of Larimore, down low. She had space, but too much on the pass.
Do you notice both teams are giving up that backside low block? So fortunate for Fredericktown there. It was a good read by Centerburg, just couldn't handle it. But both teams are getting those looks, and so it'll be interesting to see if they continue to get those looks. But right now, Centerburg's got that 1-3-1. It's a little more extended. They backed it up this time a little more. So let's see how it affects Fredericktown's execution. There's that cross court.
Right into the hands of Farrell. Farrell with another steal. Larimore with the right hand, and it's good.
Yeah, nice transition, and again, that's what they're looking to do out of that.
Now Carpenter facing the trap, sends it to the other wing. Carpenter all alone, contested by Shepard. Some contact, offensive rebound. Shepard from 15 feet now.
Well, I just mentioned a moment ago how, as a coach, you're like, I don't like those cross-court passes. That cross-court pass you like because it had zip on it. It was on a line. She saw her wide open. That's a good decision, right? Versus some of these lob-type throws across the court. Those are the dangerous ones. Nothing wrong with that pass. That was really a nice job by Ella Boughton on that pass. And a good look.
Kind of like a magician saying all the action's over here, but the trick's actually going on over there.
Absolutely. I couldn't have left her wide open like that. And fortunately for Centerburg, it didn't pay off.
Just slowing things down as we approach the halfway mark in the second quarter. Shepard, the hard take. Home crowd wants a foul, but no dice, says the referee this time. And a rejection on the jump shot.
And here comes the transition.
Stowe, 3-on-2. Defense back in position, but Larimore is whacked as she takes it up. She'll go to the line for 2.
Watch this footwork. She comes across and then boom, nice level body, like everything was squared up. That's what you want to see, and was able to draw that contact. And that's what the difference with some of the elite players are, right? These leading scorers, when you watch, they usually have good body position, good balance, good footwork. And Callie Carpenter for the other team has the same thing, right? So these are two players that just have worked on their craft, and it's paying off the senior year.
I think the ability to create the shot off the dribble as well is something that kind of puts them head and shoulders above the rest. Just the ability to kind of collect in that half second of time that you have and put it up against the backboard. I mean, that's a skill set in and of itself.
Yeah, some players are just pure spot-up shooters, and the ones that can shoot outside and penetrate and make things happen, that's worth a weight in gold right there. Good rebound.
Larimore can't get either of them, but an offensive rebound bails him out. Farrell tries the 3. It's no good.
That's what you want right there. You hit that high post against that 1-3-1. It opens up the backside, and Ella Boughton drains it. That's exactly how you want to beat that 1-3-1. If they can do that a few times, they're going to get good open looks. This is a matter of hitting them.
3-point totals have certainly been in the favor of Fredericktown tonight. Still managing to stay with it. Drawing the contact here is Chesney Farrell.
I don't know what the shooting percentages are for Centerburg this year, but I just know last year they had a couple kids that graduated who were just phenomenal from the perimeter, and that really elevated them to a whole nother level. And so far we haven't seen a lot of solid outside shooting yet tonight, but I know they're capable, and so you expect them to hit a couple shots here.
Running the baseline is Shepard.
It just seems like they're moving the ball a little slow. They're unsure. Even the cuts are very slow at the moment, and there's not a lot of penetration and opportunity there.
Not much intentional purpose, I
right.
think.
Now that was a nice cross-court pass. Good look.
Not falling for him. Rebound by Algier.
Yeah, Kennedy Algier hitting the boards hard there. Good rip, good outlet.
2:30 remaining here in the second quarter. A timeout called by Fredericktown. Just want to talk things over as they're approaching the last few possessions of the quarter.
Yeah, I think I'm guessing, right? I don't know what he's thinking, but what I'm thinking he saw there was the fact that Farrell was cheating up a little bit again, and they're probably saying, be careful on that skip, but maybe make a fake or maybe a back screen on her and try to get a cheap bucket behind her. I don't know, but that's probably what I would be talking about if I called that timeout right now. Then again, maybe he wants an out-of-bounds player. You never know.
Doing really well out of that set offense, finding the shooters and really great takes to the basket. I think for Centerburg, what's really given them the life to stay in this one is Kinley Farrell on the defensive front, creating those opportunities in transition. I think she has 3 or 4 steals already in the game. But, I mean, both teams have players certainly stepping up now.
Yeah, Centerburg is going to live and die by that defense. They want to create those turnovers and get those transition buckets. And so far, the slow down half court has not been as productive as they would like to see.
So subbing in Arnett.
And the drop back side right there. Yep.
Arnett with the steal, the floater. It's rejected by Shepard. Rebound goes to Carpenter.
A lot of activity there. I could say a lot of things right there. A whole bunch of things going on. There's that skip pass. Nice read.
And it's good from mid-range.
If there's a Maya Bryant shot in my book, it's probably that one right there. That nice short corner. She stepped out and just drained that really, really good-looking shot.
So now trailing by 5, they'll set up the offense, looking for a response.
Yeah, Centerburg just needs to execute here and get a half-court opportunity, and more importantly, finish that half-court opportunity.
Finding the penetration, but throwing the ball away. They cross midcourt. Almost gets away from her. They'll set up the offense again.
Yeah, with only a little over a minute to go to halftime, Centerburg's only got 11 points so far, and that's kind of surprising to me. I really thought they would come out, and I thought we'd be looking at a 20-something to 20-something game at halftime, to be honest with you.
Taking a look at some of the scoring leaders, Shepard with 4, that's Ellis with 3, and then Larimore with 4. Nobody really getting hot in this first half yet.
Oh, there's the game. They want to get the ball inside to Larimore and let her create some things. And more importantly, then the defense collapses. Now you get good looks on the perimeter, wide open looks. And there she drew a foul that time, so that's good for them.
That's Bryant's second foul. She's also the scoring leader for Fredericktown with 7 points, followed by Carpenter with 6.
Yeah, so now, taking Maya out of the game, so you do want to avoid that third foul here in the first half, and then same thing on the other side for Farrell. You know, she has 2, I believe, so just 51 seconds left in the half. Definitely don't want to pick up that cheap third foul.
5 team fouls for Fredericktown, 2 for Centerburg as Larimore recovers and makes the second.
Yeah, back to a one-score possession opportunity here.
Pass down low to the block, a beautiful pass.
Yeah, Ella just passing the ball so well tonight. A really good read, and I think that's what Coach was talking about right there. Those quick passes, cutting down the middle. Last time they got a turnover on it, that time they executed it.
Definitely a contender for a top cut. Larimore with a hard take. Home crowd wants a foul. And Farrell gets in. They'll call that a jump ball.
Yeah, that was a tough one on the baseline. You know, without seeing the replay, I have no idea. That's kind of after the fact, right? But so we got a jump ball there. Farrell's lucky, though. She comes in and reaches on that. We just said don't foul, and that's kind of a dangerous play, but she did a good job of not fouling and tying up, and they get the ball back to get a shot here before half.
10 seconds on the clock. Stowe. Now Farrell from deep. No good. A backward shot from Shepard, also no good. So one half is in the books, and Fredericktown leading this one 18-13 over Centerburg. Stay with us for the halftime show. Coming up next.
Giant
Bryce Critter with the OH Report here with the BS Media Productions halftime show. 2 quarters of play in the books and a low-scoring affair so far. Fredericktown leading this one 18-13 over Centerburg. And taking a look at our stats through 2 quarters. For Fredericktown, 4 2-pointers, 2 3-pointers, 8 rebounds, 6 turnovers, 8 fouls, and 4 for 4 from the free throw line. For the Trojans, 4 field goals, 0 3-pointers, 7 rebounds, 3 turnovers, 4 fouls, and 5 for 8 from the free throw line. And going back and forth the entire game, but so far Fredericktown leading this one. But I mean, after 2 quarters, it seems like it could go any direction.
Yeah, there's a lot of basketball left. I mean, if anything shocking to me is the fact that Centerburg only has 13 points for a whole half of basketball. Now, give the Freddy defense credit. They went to that zone, and it's working, so you stick with it, right? You didn't have to do anything different. And so we'll see if Centerburg's coach, Bill Abner, has come up with something at halftime. It just seemed to me like it was a little slow on the rotation. The flash in the middle of that zone was not real aggressive. So I think those are the things he's probably talking about. And on the flip side, Fredericktown, you're feeling good. Keep doing what we're doing. Until they can break that, we don't have to do anything different. And give Ella Boughton a lot of credit, right? We talked about that. That first half, she didn't have to score. It was the rebounds. It was the assists. It was just some of those passes were absolutely beautiful.
Especially that one where she was down low. I mean, it was basically a no-look pass that she made behind her, found Allgaier, and all she had to do was put it in.
Yeah, a few years ago, she came into this very gym, and I think she lit up for 20-some points and just went off and single-handedly beat Centerburg. So she likes this gym, and so far she's playing well tonight, or at least it seems like she likes this gym.
So we are underway here in the 3rd quarter. A great pass down low. She squares up and puts it in. Maya Bryan on the board again.
Yeah, you know, what they're doing is perfect. You're bringing that backside across against that 1-3-1 so that wing comes up, and if the middle doesn't drop fast enough, you're just wide open. And the middle had to commit to the top that time, so really nobody there.
Larimore with the spin move, takes it up, no good. Good defense by Allgaier. She gets the rebound.
I do like the look for Centerburg that time, though, right? They got it where they wanted. They got into the leading scorer's hands, and she made a nice move, just didn't finish.
The pass down low, you said it in the first half, but they do seem to be giving that up. Farrell up the floor. Numbers not on her side with the hesitation. They'll send it out to Tiara Shepard. Shepard, the deep 3, no good.
If you're Fredericktown, you consider that a win, right? If they have to just sit outside and shoot a lot of deep threes against that zone, then you're feeling pretty good about yourself.
Now trying a 3 is Carpenter. She heats up here in the 3rd quarter.
Once again, we saw the ball go the high post and then the kick out backside. I mean, that's just textbook basketball against a 1-3-1. Well done.
Larimore tries the mid-range jumper and gets the friendly bounce.
Yeah, really nice baseline shot right there. I just don't feel the energy though from Centerburg on the defensive end yet. Like they haven't really got anything going, and they seem to be a little flat. And looks like they're going to play some man now, which is probably a good move.
I think I agree. I would like to see a little bit of activity from the front or the top part of that 3-2. A nice putback on the second chance opportunity gives them a 10-point lead with 5:55 here in the 3rd.
The energy is definitely for the Freddies right now, and Centerburg is going to have to find an answer here.
Larimore tries it from the same spot, no good this time.
Well, I would say they're getting the looks they want. You know, again, right out the storm, a lot of basketball left, only 10 points, but you're feeling good if you're Fredericktown, and you're probably a little bit in your own head if you're Centerburg.
Fredericktown slowing things down a little bit. They have a commanding lead, dribbles out of trouble. A tough shot is no good. Larimore with the rebound.
And that was a nice aggressive rebound too. Like you like to see that. That's a mental win right there.
A 3 ball from Farrell as they get it right back.
That one looked good before she even released it. We're behind here at a good angle. Look at this form. It's perfect form. Well done.
Right in the shooter's pocket. Had enough time to step into that one. Looking back door, but picked off. Carpenter, the intended receiver. Now up the floor is Ellis. Ellis with the left hand.
Nice left hand. Nice finish there. Strong move. And that was probably going to ignite Centerburg a little bit here. Get a little more defensive pressure now because they're feeling a little more confident. And there it is. Very aggressive.
And they call a timeout, likely in response to the energy.
That's a great call by the Fredericktown coach because that's exactly, we were feeling it, and they were feeling. You saw a different Centerburg team all of a sudden. They got more aggressive defensively. They came out and jumped Callie Carpenter that time. Just that's ebbs and flows. We just said a minute ago, long way to go. That 10-point game is now a 5-point game.
A close one here. Taking a look at leading scorers, Larimore with 8 for Centerburg, and for Fredericktown, that's Maya Bryant breaking into double digits with 11.
She's done a nice job working that baseline and sneaking in behind that zone, coming across it when they were in that 1-3-1. And again, it isolated that and left her wide open. The coach did a good job of designing, is how I want to say. I won't say well designed, but a good job of designing that rotation. It put stress on that 1-3-1 and actually forced Coach Abner to get out of it.
You talk about like strategizing to a player's skill set, and anytime you have a player that just seems to always be in the right place at the right time, I mean, there's so many looks that you can go with from there. That one, a tough look from Carpenter with the right hand scoop layup.
Just athleticism right there. She made a great basketball play. And you're talking about basketball IQ, things like that. When you look at this group out here, all these kids on that court now for Fredericktown actually had varsity minutes as freshmen, and that makes a big difference here down the stretch.
Ellis with space, drains the 3.
Just a nice shot. Like, what do you say about that? She just stepped into it and the confidence to keep shooting. Things weren't going well early, but now they've hit a couple of threes, and now you're feeling good.
Now looking to respond off the screen. Carpenter shakes and bakes.
Yeah, Farrell's got a lot of pep right now. She's really flying around the court.
Tough look at the basket for Bryant.
Great turnaround. Good defense, just a really nice shot by Maya.
Looking to respond. Trailing by 6 as we cross the 3-minute mark in the third quarter. Chesney Farrell picks up the travel. I think that Shepard was the intended receiver there, but she got a hold of it with the left hand, and as she tried to put it down, I think dragged that pivot foot.
Yeah, that's unfortunate for Centerburg. I do think that's what they were looking at, and they might have had a nice isolation opportunity there. Just those things happen. Mentally, you really want to get a defensive stop here. I mean, 29-23, feels okay, but 31-23 can mentally go, just that 30-point mark, right?
Yeah.
So there's the stop, and now they come down 2-on-1. Can they get this finish? Nice pass, back to her, and 1.
Larimore will go to the line with the chance to complete the 3-point play and make it a 1-possession game here in the third quarter.
Just good ball movement. And what I really love is Larimore hustled down the floor, filled that middle lane. I don't think she was expecting to get the ball for a moment, and then they found her last second, and beautiful finish. That's what Centerburg does so well, and that's what impresses me about these Trojan ladies is how they get out and they run the floor. And so we see more of that down the stretch. They're going to be in good position.
So the 3-point play is converted. Fredericktown takes it up the floor, leading 29-26.
Yeah, their man-to-man's been pretty solid so far.
And a rejection inside, but an offensive rebound. Another offensive rebound off a missed shot.
That was tough. A couple of really great looks for Fredericktown, and they can't get it done. And now Centerburg has a chance to tie it or bring it within 1.
Inside of 2 minutes here in the third. Fredericktown leading by as many as 10. Now separated by only 3. Ellis trying to find space but can't thread the needle. It's stripped away.
Yeah, just good defense there. Got that hand in there to try to penetrate. Back to Maya, and her turnaround baseline jumper is still on fire.
Bryant with 15 points on the night.
Yeah, she's been working that baseline like a pro, just eating it up. Oh, good read there. Gonna get a foul. What a nice pass.
So get this for Fredericktown. Between Maya Bryant and Callie Carpenter, they have 26 of the 31 points for Fredericktown.
Yeah, well, I said earlier, who's going to be the one to step up? And so far, it's been Maya Bryant, working that baseline, hitting tough turnaround shots with defenders in her face. It's not like it's uncontested opportunities. She's making big shots so far in this game.
Larimore will try to pick up the second half, the 2 free throws. And that she does.
A 4-point game here with only a little over a minute left in the third. This is what I was hoping for to see, and we're not being disappointed here. Nice backdoor cut. Another missed opportunity there for Fredericktown.
Tiara Shepard with the rebound. And now up the floor is Centerburg.
Wide open.
In the corner, Larimore for 3. No good on the try. Boughton the rebound, looking up the floor. Algier is rejected from behind by Stowe.
So both teams working hard here. 30 seconds to go. Ella's over the coach looking, give us a play, signal for it, and they got it in, so let's see what they have here. Look at 4 low set, probably over top here to Maya. And then back out to Callie in the corner for the 3. Yep. Good call, good penetration, good finish.
Carpenter with a crafty move inside, waited to bait the defender and put it up against the glass.
Yeah, that's a really nice play. That and the flex play out of that 4 low, those are 2 really nice baseline plays.
Larimore is fouled and will go to the line with 6.4 remaining, almost with another opportunity for a 3-point play, but couldn't get it to fall this time.
Yeah, they did a nice job of finding her down that baseline, and she managed to get to the line again. And she's been almost automatic so far. I don't know what perfect from the line yet, I think, maybe.
Gets that one. Narrows the gap just a bit. Larimore has 13 on the night. And the second one is good.
Not only good, but nothing but net. No rim whatsoever. Really nice looking shots, both of those.
Finding that shooter's flow. Carpenter heaves it from deep, and it's no good. So after 3 quarters of play, Fredericktown leading this one 33-29. 4th quarter action of the de facto KMAC Girls Basketball Championship. Coming up next. Just 8 minutes between us and our KMAC girls champion. 3/4 of play are in the books. And Fredericktown is leading this one 33-29 here at Centerburg High School.
Oh, we're getting ready for a really great finish, I think. I mean, 4-point game, 8 minutes to go, KMAC title on the line. Couldn't ask for anything more.
Kicking us off is Kinley Farrell throwing it inbounds to Stowe, and we are underway here in the 4th quarter. Over eager on the steal, gives Farrell the lane, and she makes use of it.
Yeah, and Vika Arnett is very fast. She's a little bit undersized compared to some, but man, she can move, and she's going to be aggressive. And if she gets that ball, it's a big turnover, but instead it results in a bucket, and we got a 2-point game.
They say that one will stay with the Freddies. Take another look. Really 50-50 as we see on the Monarch Title Services instant replay.
Those are the ones you don't second guess the official because he has a better angle than what we do, and that was definitely a close one. Looks like Ella Boughton's back on the floor. And there's that backside screen. They ran that earlier, and Centerburg rotated and prevented that. This time they don't rotate, and it's wide open for an easy score. And a nice pass again. Ella with another one.
Great backside look. Stowe dishes it to Farrell. Farrell drains the deep 3, and 1 point separates us now.
Again, you can tell when she sets herself and her body squared up, she has a very beautiful shot. And knew that one was going in since she released it. Really well done.
Now Boughton at the wing, guarded by Farrell. Rolls left. Picks up a big screen by Allgaier. Now at the basket is Bryant, and back and forth we go.
Yeah, and you hit it. Allgaier's screen set that whole thing in motion. It was a hard screen too, and Farrell never saw it coming. No one communicated that with her.
Farrell whacked. Goes down flat on her back, but she looks to be okay. Another look at that one on the foul.
Just watching her head here, that was tough. Shaking it off and getting the line, though. You know, when you can hit that outside shot, too, this is what happens. Now they have to honor that. They come out, and she's able to blow by and get into the lane and draw some contact that time. So she's really playing a solid game here.
Offense opening up offense.
Absolutely.
And sinks the second free throw. Farrell has 7 points on the night. Off the screen, Carpenter gets the friendly roll.
So back-to-back designed action items to get Callie Carpenter the ball and get her open. One at the bucket, and that time a step-back 3 off of that top screen. So well-designed and smart play calls here down the stretch.
With that 3-ball, Carpenter takes the scoring leader spot. She has 18 on the night. Farrell with the jab step, sends it out to Stowe, but right into the hands of a Freddie.
Yeah, just good defense there. I mean, she saw Larimore. She was open on the baseline, and then Farrell comes up with a steal. Get it back.
Baiting Boughton into the block and takes it up off the glass. A smart play and an outmatched position.
Yeah, 2 great moves there. That hezzy move out top, and then she comes down baseline and just fakes her and gets her up off her feet and is able to finish easily.
Boughton, the 3-ball try. It's good! Everything going right for the Freddies now.
Yeah, this is what I said. Ella got hot in this gym a while back, a few years ago, and she's been playing lights out tonight as well, and that's a huge shot.
Tiara Shepard fouled on the fadeaway jump shot, and she'll get 2 chances at the line here.
Yeah, people are yelling, but it did kind of look like she slapped her arm there on that reach. So she can get this back down to a 3-point game.
Too hard off the back iron. That is the beauty of the small towns and the small town gyms, is everybody hears everybody.
Oh, absolutely. And this crowd has been fired up on and off all night long.
No good on the second try as she breaks the free throw.
Yeah, Centerburg really needs a D up here and get a stop. Maybe create a turnover or a quick outlet and get some transition bucket, a bucket or two, and then they'll be right back in it. But can't do that. Lost Callie Carpenter, left her wide open at the bucket.
And moving off of the screen, looks like some miscommunications in the assignment as Carpenter was home free.
Yeah, nobody had her.
Farrell trying to get him going, too short. Rebound, Boughton.
Yeah, Centerburg's got to be careful here, right? You're starting to get a little bit of a deficit. There's only a little over 4 minutes left. You definitely got to get a couple stances. You can't lose Callie like we did last time.
Defensively making those stands, but I think attacking the basket as well. And you mentioned the three-point game opening up a little bit and allowing opportunities for him. But 2 team fouls for Fredericktown. Perhaps an opportunity to get some opportunities at the line, forcing a few more fouls off of contact. Tiara Shepard can't hold on to it, so Fredericktown will take over possession.
Yeah, it was really good defense that time, right? Everything was perfect, and it just kind of misread it off the rim, and that happens. She's a little deep under, and it came off on that unexpected bounce. She just wasn't expecting that.
Carpenter finds an outlet. It's back to her.
Now, if you look, Centerburg has picked up their defensive pressure, and it's resulting in a couple turnovers here.
They dribble it out of bounds. So after forcing a turnover, they have one of their own as they were off to the races in transition.
Yeah, you did everything right, and then you just can't execute on the offensive end, and that's a tough break. But defensively, they're getting up in their grill a little bit more. They're coming over top screens now. And before, they're kind of getting caught on those screens. They've been really aggressive the last 3 or 4 possessions. So let's see if they can continue that.
They call a travel. So the Trojans force another turnover here.
Again, give them a lot of credit. Look at that. They doubled down on that high post, and all she could do is fight for her life in that moment, and that makes it really tough. And so they get the turnover, and they definitely need a bucket here. This will go a long way. Just a 2. They don't have to get a 3. Just get some points on the board this possession because we're almost down that 3-minute mark.
Some energy in this building as well.
Yeah, fire up your fans, right? Make a one good solid play here.
Farrell holds on to it, but she's trapped. Dishes it out, but Carpenter comes up with the steal. The 2-on-1, she'll take it herself off of the spin move, and it's good.
And I was getting ready to say that's where she works her best magic. One-on-one in the open court. She has body position, and she did that nice little spin move there. She's done that her whole career. Phenomenal job.
Inside of 3 minutes, separated by 9. Carpenter with 22 points on the night. Makes the extra pass. Chesney Farrell puts it up, and it's good.
That is a huge bucket mentally. Now you're down 7 with 2.5 left. The crowd has been kind of quiet. You got to energize this place. You got to pick it up here and just play aggressive, and they get the turnover.
Just a sloppy pass. The intended receiver was Boughton, but just offline.
Yeah, Ella was heading to the rim, and Callie must have thought she was popping out because she threw it behind her. Just miscommunication there. Didn't understand what each other was doing. Gives Centerburg an opening.
Now inside of 2.5 minutes with this possession opportunity, cut it down to a 2-possession game. Tiara Shepard at the free throw line will be held as she takes it to the rim. 3rd team foul for Fredericktown.
Yeah, so still not in the bonus yet. They do have an opportunity here, though, for a baseline play. I would expect the ball to go to Larimore here. And they were looking at there, just was doubled down by the Freddies.
Pass at Shepard's feet. The skip pass to Stowe. Stowe's 3-pointer is good on the line drive.
Huge hit, and we have a timeout.
Timeout, Centerburg.
So that's a huge, huge momentum boost, right? Now you're down 4 points. Coach Abner calls a timeout, says, okay, here's what we're going to do, guys. We only have 2 minutes left. Here's how we got to play it out. And they have no fouls on the board, so they can be really aggressive as far as team fouls are concerned. They can be extremely aggressive and get a couple cheap fouls. They don't have to worry about the double bonus yet. So really, it's in their favor at the moment.
Trying to create those turnover opportunities with the remaining time in the timeout. We'll take a second to thank our sponsors. Knox Community Hospital, in the community for community. BS Media Productions. Need a commercial to showcase your business or promote that you're hiring? BS Media Productions is the most affordable, high-quality production company in North Central Ohio. Find them on Facebook. North Central State College, providing individuals with the knowledge, skills, and inspiration to succeed in their chosen path. Monarch Title Services. If you're selling or refinancing your real estate, you get to choose the title company. Why not support those who support the Trojans? Close with confidence anytime, anywhere. And Scout Construction Services, LLC. More than a decade of business, you can trust Scout Construction with your roofing and siding needs. Call Scout Construction for more information. 419-989-7240. That's 419-989-7240.
So here's where you got to be a little bit worried if you're the Freddies, because once the ball gets out of Callie's hands in the full court pressure, sometimes they rush and turn the ball over. So they would definitely want to keep control, and that time was well done, bringing the ball up the court, not making any bad decisions, and the coach wants to talk about it.
So Fredericktown with the timeout. Minute 53 remaining here in the fourth quarter. Fredericktown leading 47-43.
Well, I would say here's the thing from a coaching perspective that I think is difficult. If you're the Fredericktown coach, you're only up 4 points. There's like what's how much time we have? Less than 2 minutes.
153.
153, and the way Centerburg plays pressure defense in their man. Can you keep away that long? Probably not. So you still got to attack the rim, or at least look for a high percentage shot. You know, Maya's been lights out on that baseline. Callie Carpenter's hit a couple big shots. Ella Boughton's passes have been on point. So do you draw something up here where you try to find a really high percentage shot, or you try to spread the floor and kind of slow things down? I'd be worried slowing things down too much, because this Centerburg defense can really get after you.
Especially with all these fouls to give. I mean, you know they're coming out aggressive, and especially on the ball in this situation. Going to need some smart offensive possessions if they want to seal this one.
Yeah, now if you're Centerburg, you know, you're looking for Farrell or Larimore or someone to create a turnover here and get a quick transition buck, and all of a sudden it's a 2-point game.
Closely guarded is Carpenter. Boughton, the skip pass to Carpenter. Deflected by Shepard. Comes up with the turnover just the same, though.
And that's the same play they ran earlier, but that time Centerburg had hands up and got a hand on it, deflected it, and blew that play up.
Shepard makes the extra pass to Larimore.
There it is.
Great look inside, and 2 points between us. Now facing pressure up the floor. Boughton gets it across midcourt and more. Spin move to the left hand, and a timeout called by Fredericktown.
Yeah, probably not a bad call because Ella kind of ran into pressure there, got jumped, and she maintained control, but coach was thinking, oh, we're going to lose the possession there. Looked like Ella was able to maintain it, but still a smart call. Let's settle down. We still got a 2-point lead. Now what do you do, coach? Right? I mean, what is your call? Like, this is where the strategy comes in. And again, Centerburg, I'm just telling them, hey, all out aggressive, double, triple, do what you got to do. Take a chance. You get a foul, you get a foul. We don't have to worry about that.
And the man-to-man has certainly been working for him thus far in the fourth quarter, able to create several turnovers, but it's been in transition where they've had a few turnovers themselves. But once they get the ball up the floor, they've been scoring pretty effectively.
Yeah. Now, on the flip side, you don't have any fouls in the whole half. And so if you do want to get in a double bonus and stop the clock and try to get you don't have that opportunity here. So you've got to really man up and get super aggressive if you're Centerburg. Fredericktown, you just keep the ball in your ace player's hands and see what happens.
With 22 points tonight, Carpenter is the game leader, followed by Maya Bryant of Fredericktown, then Kayla Larimore with 16.
Now, I would expect Centerburg to overplay, and so you wonder if they would try to get something backdoor along that baseline again, or if they're just going to be patient out top here. And there's a foul. And good. I mean, that's what I was saying. Aggressive, going for the ball. If she happens to strip it, boom, you're down and you tie the game up. So this is the kind of thing I would expect Centerburg to continue to do here in the last minute of the game.
It's Farrell's third foul of the game. She has 9 points on the night.
There it is again, reaching, being really aggressive.
They want a moving screen.
Yeah, that was a tough one. And there's the play to Maya we talked about, blocked. Down to 46 seconds.
And they call the foul. That one, I think intentional just to stop the clock. They'll have 3 more fouls to give in order to get them to the line.
Those are always the hard ones because, she wrapped her up and it was obviously, quote, intentional, but she wasn't aggressive. She wasn't trying. She just was fouling on purpose, and those are always those debatable ones, but I like there's a common foul call in that situation.
So Centerburg will burn a timeout here. They have 2, Fredericktown with 1.
Yeah, again, it comes down to the fact that you do only have 2 fouls, and I felt like the defense that time kind of played off a little softer than you would have expected, especially on Callie Carpenter. You think someone would have been all up in her grill, not allowed her to come out and get the ball back like that. And that's probably what he's telling you cannot come off the ball, right? We've got to play all out. We've got to foul or get the possession.
Well, at this point, I mean, it's a scenario where you can't even let them put the ball on the ground. You've got to be so tight with the defense, and I think in that situation there, the screen really opened things up for them, but the turnover led to Centerburg getting the ball back.
Yeah. Well, and give credit to Fredericktown, though, setting those screens and getting good opportunities, because it's not like Centerburg has not played good defense. They just been able to counter and protect the ball, which is credit to their team. Doesn't look like anybody's even guarding Callie at the moment, which is really...
They are up close now, working off the screen. Makes a pass down to the corner, and they'll foul her. So going to the line. Well, no, not going to the line yet on the foul. But Arnett draws the contact as they look to stop the clock.
That's a tough one there, because when you look at what you had the size for the trap there and probably could have made it really difficult for Fredericktown to pass out of. But again, you're fighting the time, so coach is probably saying, hey, we got to get it or foul immediately. And that was just too easy on the inbounds.
3 team fouls aside. Farrell picking up the double team.
Down inside 30.
And there she picks up the foul. That will be Farrell's 4th.
Yeah, so what we say earlier, this is where it came back to haunt them, only having 0 fouls, right? It had to get 4, and it ran a lot of time off the clock, down to 25 seconds.
So timeout called by Centerburg. Will be even at 1 aside. Be sure to stay with us after this game as we bring you the post-game show as well as the MVP interview. Also a great episode of The Joe Show on tonight on the OH Report. Be sure to check that out.
What are you saying right now if you're in the huddle, right? That's the question. You know what Fredericktown's going to want to do. Get the ball into Callie Carpenter's hands if they can, because if she can go to the line and hit those 2, that's going to really seal the deal, and she's obviously one of the best shooters on the court. On the flip side, you've got to keep the ball out of Callie's hands coming in. I would double team her.
That's what I think.
Get the ball in anybody else's hands and then foul them.
Yeah.
And have a little better chance. So that's probably what I'm doing here if I'm coaching Centerburg is double down on Callie. Don't even guard the ball out of bounds necessarily, and then foul whoever does get it in. And then let's take our chances there.
So you can hear the energy in the building as both sides are trying to get their team into it. 25.5 remaining here in the 4th quarter.
So I'll be curious if they run the play where Callie will come off the elevator screen to the top of the key. That's a very common play. But looks like Farrell's waiting for that play. It is that play, but they guarded it well. So here I would be fouling about. There you go. Well done. I mean, that's what you want to do, right? They called it perfectly. They made sure Carpenter to get the ball. Now, Ella's capable of hitting these shots, but you put the game in someone else's hands.
Forcing them to earn it at the free throw line now. She'll have 2 shots. First one, no good. It's too hard off the back iron.
Yeah, so now worst case, she makes it. You got a chance to come down and maybe tie the game up with a 3. Best case, she misses it. Then you have the option of the 2 or the 3 coming down at the other end. And looks like they still have a timeout left as well, so they could call something here for a last-second shot.
The second one sneaks over the front of the rim, and they're facing a full-court trap. Larimore up the floor to Ellis. Shepard passes out of it. Larimore, the 3-ball try. It's too short. Rebound, Shepard. Back to Larimore. 7 seconds on the clock. It's stolen away. Carpenter with it. She'll look to dribble it out. And finally, she's fouled by Farrell.
What a play down the stretch. Callie with active hands gets the steal and then gets fouled, and she's almost automatic from the line. All she needs is 1 to ice this game. Wow, what an incredible turn of events right there.
A chance to make this a 2-possession game and put the nail in the coffin with 2.5 remaining.
And that was Farrell's 5th.
So Farrell will check out.
And she played a well of a game, too. You got to give that young lady a lot of credit.
Offensively and defensively. And now Fredericktown with that victory, or with the free throw, smells a KMAC championship in their future.
Yeah, nothing Centerburg can do now. 2.5 seconds, 5-point game. Fredericktown's going to do it. Got to give the Freddies a lot of credit today.
And 4 quarters of play in the books. Carpenter leading the way with 24. Fredericktown wins this one 50-45 in enemy territory at Centerburg High School. Stay with us for the MVP interview and the postgame show coming up next.
Coach B.
Hey, Travis, what's up?
Oh, not much. What's that sound?
Just working on some long overdue improvements here.
Whoa.
Fit for a Hall of Famer. Hi, I'm Joe Baylog. Tune into the Joe Show every Wednesday night here on the OH Report.
At Knox Community Hospital, your primary care physician is more than someone who delivers your test results, more than someone who writes prescriptions, more than someone who listens to your heart. We are your healthcare partner who takes the time to know you, listen to your concerns, and provide you with expert personalized care to make and keep you well. Because to us, you're more than just numbers on a chart. You're a neighbor and a friend. Knox Community Hospital, in the community, for the community.
the new flex. Ruthless, ruthless. Time to go hard and put your game face on. Ruthless, ruthless. This is the moment movies get based on. This is the moment movies get based on. Fire in the bones, watch me fire up the songs. Let it burn 'em, burn 'em, burn 'em. Got the fire in the bones. Our desires, they become who we are. We go hard, giving up, knowing not. Yeah, the first step is showing up. Now we're here blowing up. If you never risk it, then you never know. If it's holding you back, you gotta let it go. You gotta give it all you got, you gotta let them know. You are on another level, you are ruthless. Switch it up, it's the new flex. Ruthless, ruthless. If you never risk it, then you never know. If it's holding you back, you gotta let it go.
Bryce Critter with the OH.REPORT, and I am here with the North Central State College MVP player of the game, and it's Callie Carpenter with 24 points on the night. KMAC champions, how does it feel?
It feels great. I can't even express my thoughts right now. The girls, I'm just so proud. I'm so happy with my team. They've, I'm at a loss for words. We just put in so much work. We've worked so hard to get to this point. Every day in practice, we're in the gym, we're in the weight room, we're watching film. I'm super happy. It's a great night.
So a rivalry game like tonight, you won the first half of it. Coming into this one, you know it's going to be different. You're in enemy territory. What's that preparation look like in practice, both mentally and physically?
Yeah, the last game we played them, it was a tough matchup. They came out ready to play. But I think we just wanted it more than them. We worked, like I said, we worked hard in practice, and on the off days we pushed ourselves, and we kind of knew what they were going to run. We worked our practices around their offense, their defense. So yeah, I think we did a good job executing.
Even up until halftime, kind of a slow start. What do you think was the turning moment for you guys when you really started to turn it up and felt like you had control of this game?
Yeah, at halftime they started to hit some shots to get themselves back in the game, and we were like, we just wanted this game so bad. So we just really turned it on. The pressure, the enthusiasm, everything. We just pushed it.
Outside of yourself, who do you feel like made the biggest impact or the biggest spark on your team tonight?
I can't say. I think my whole team really contributed. Coaching was great. Maya Bryant hit some key shots, some good moves. Kennedy was big in the post area. Ella hit some shots. Kids hit some shots. I mean, everybody. I can't name one.
Anyone you want to shout out tonight?
I want to shout out all Freddy Nation. Our student section was huge tonight. Shout out my parents, my grandparents. And just Freddy Nation.
Get a look behind her there. Callie Carpenter, MVP player of the game, presented by North Central State College. Congratulations, and go celebrate.
Thank you.
At Knox Community Hospital, your primary care physician is more than someone who delivers your test results, more than someone who writes prescriptions, more than someone who listens to your heart. We are your healthcare partner who takes the time to know you, listen to your concerns, and provide you with expert personalized care to make and keep you well. Because to us, you're more than just numbers on a chart. You're a neighbor and a friend. Knox Community Hospital, in the community, for the community.
They been sleeping on me, think it's time to wake 'em up. They been sleeping on me, think it's time to wake 'em up. You've been playing it safe, now it's time to shake it up. Playing it safe, now it's time to shake it up. So it's time to make a change. Yeah, it's time to break the chains. Yeah, it's time to bring the pain. Let them know, tell them we are not the same. I'm the one that got the flames. With my team, you know we come to slay. Let them know that we didn't come to play. Nah, we came to win. I'm ready for anything that they can bring it on, let me do my thing. I'm a giant, they
BS Media Production post-game show brought to you by BS Media Productions. I'm Bryce Coder, wrapping things up here at Centerburg High School. Fredericktown with a big victory, 50-45. You just heard from Callie Carpenter and what that means to her and her team. And after 4 quarters, let's go ahead and take a look at our stats. Fredericktown with 14 2-pointers, 5 3-pointers, 17 rebounds, 9 turnovers, 12 fouls, and 12 for 6 from the free throw line. Trojans 11 2-pointers, 5 3-pointers, 17 rebounds, 7 turnovers, 17 fouls, and 8 for 14 from the free throw line. And even up until, some of the last possessions, this one could have gone either way.
Yeah, until that last big play by Callie Carpenter, we still didn't know what was going to happen, did we? It was an exciting game.
Taking a look at the scoring breakdown by quarter, and 8-7 after 1. In the second quarter, Fredericktown breaking away a little bit, 10-6, then losing the third quarter, 15-16 and 14-11. And we talked about that slow start, and you're getting a look at it now, but things really opened up in the second half.
Yeah, I think when you look at Fredericktown, and Callie kind of hit on this in her interview, but this was a team effort. I mean, you talk about Callie scoring the points, but you had Ella Boughton and her passes and her boards. You had Kennedy Algier, some of those screens that opened up those opportunities. Maya Bryant on the baseline, right? Just there's numerous people that stepped up. Kit Bellman playing some good defense for them. You can name all those different pieces, and they had a lot of energy. And at times, Centerburg just wasn't quite on that same level. They were at moments, but it wasn't consistent enough in this game.
So taking a look at who is up next for both sides, Fredericktown is going to be playing Colonel Crawford on the 5th at 6 p.m. And Centerburg will play Highland on the 1st at 2:15. This will wrap up KMAC play for both teams. And as we said earlier, Fredericktown will be the KMAC girls basketball champions there. So wrapping things up, I'm Bryce Coder, your play-by-play commentator and your director for the evening. Joined in the booth by Tim Maceyko. Always love having Tim on the call with us, and Justin Wilson over on the camera. If you're watching at home, please take care of yourselves, take care of each other. Have a great rest of your night.